I think I look pretty good in this. I think the lighting's spot on. I think there's nothing else we can do here. I'm like, let's just go now. Let's go. Should we have the microphone closer or not? We could... Hello. Should we have the microphone closer or... No, we'll leave it there. Let's make it a bit of a sound. That's not good. There we go. Right. Let's go. I've really enjoyed making this film. From the start, it's just been an absolute blast. It really has. It all started off with just a small idea. It was around 4 months ago. I was watching the film Signs with Mel Gibson and Joaquin Phoenix in. And there was this one shot of the creature in it walking. It was a handheld camera of a birthday party, and it was just walking past the camera, and it paused. And there was just so much unknown about it, but so much familiarity about it as well, with it being sort of human-like with its arms and legs, but then also it was out of this world. So I got researching out of this world, aliens, celestials, and from there it just unfolded. I think just from the beginning I knew that this was going to be a huge task. Not with the amount of cast, because I knew I'd only have a small gathering of people because of COVID. I didn't want to risk it and make a huge cast at all, because even though the lockdown is now relaxing, at the time I didn't know this was going to happen, so I had to play it safe and get the people in my family to do it. Because again, this was such a big production for me, and I knew that from my other films with The Quarantine Couple, it was very sort of symmetrical shots. I could do it myself. There were obviously a lot of dialogue in it, but very short bits of dialogue. It mainly relied on sort of the upbeat music to it and sort of the camera skills. With this, even though it was the same sort of concept, with it relied on the camera skills and the music, it really needed the acting. That was a good sort of 50% that added towards it. It really needed to be spot on. So before I started production, I wanted to show my family films that inspired me, films that inspired me to write their character, the way I wanted them to sort of act towards the camera and towards each other. So that is how I started it out. I just really wanted them to get a feel of it. I didn't want to just come to the day and go, you'll be doing this, because it wasn't straightforward. Obviously, halfway through the film, the alien transitions into John, who is the character played by my dad, Julian. And so it wasn't easy. So I took inspiration from The Shining, when Jack Nicholson's character turns after doing the old Kubrick stare to the camera, and turns into this sort of different, he has a different persona about him, his body language changes, and although it wasn't the exact same, I took inspiration from it. And obviously my big inspiration I have been researching and writing about ever since I started this project was Stanley Kubrick. Really loved his shots, really loved his symmetrical shots, which again I did take for The Quarantine Couple. I really liked it, so I decided to sort of get inspired by it and use his techniques to help with my film. Again, I wanted to sort of get the film out there, so I needed a lot of merchandise. So I got some t-shirts made. Wraithbee Incorporated presents Celestial. They're not out there just yet. They will be in the next week, just after the release of the film. I'll be putting it out there. But that's gone really well. I found a website where I designed my own t-shirt. I took some pictures of it, bought my own to make sure it fit, make sure I like it, was really happy with the design, and so I can get that out there. With linking into sort of distributing it to audiences, I needed to get a little budget for the film. I did have money to make it, but I wanted to sort of gather an audience who were interested in the film, who wouldn't mind putting money towards it. So I put together a fundraiser on Facebook, hoping to raise around 50 quid, and I raised 65 quid in the end, which was absolutely brilliant. I kept updating people on what would happen during production, what their money was going towards. I didn't just want to take their money and go, thanks, see you later. So I let them know along the way, this is going towards a costume, this is going towards a boomstick. A lot of the stuff went towards the liquid latex for the cut on the hand with the nail in for John's character. A lot of stuff went towards that. So yeah, the money in the end went towards some brilliant stuff, and really I couldn't have done without the money for this production, because it needed it, definitely. I released the trailer and it got a load amount of feedback. It was positive, people were interested, and I'd gathered a target audience. I'd gathered an audience. It was absolutely fantastic. It got the views, it got the likes, which was brilliant to get it out there. Not for my sake, but to just get it out there. I was putting it on Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. I was getting it out there so that I could gather this audience so that someone could follow along with the production ready for when it releases. So it was absolutely fantastic to release the teaser trailer, the announcement first of all, for my next major film. Then, as I said, the teaser trailer followed, then the actual trailer, and then I just released a final trailer which had a bit more dialogue in. I didn't want to do too much, otherwise really it being a 12-minute film, all these trailers together. So I hope you guys are looking forward to the film releasing soon. We've got 1 week to go, 1 week, so make sure that you watch it on my YouTube channel, Wraithby Incorporated Films. You can also buy the merch when it releases in a week's time. If any of you are interested, just drop me a message, but there will be more information to come out as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you liked sort of, you know, the production side of this and really the journey we've gone on, because it's taken so long and everyone's put so much time and effort into this, but we've just had an absolute blast along the way. It really has been so fun. It's been stressful at times, but it really has been fun, and I can't wait to show what I've been working on for the last 4 months to you guys. A 12-minute film, Celestial, a sci-fi horror suspense thriller film, coming soon.